Hello and welcome to another bite-sized episode of the SportsGrad podcast, proudly supported by Deakin University. Each Thursday, we give you the tactics you can use to land a dream job in sport. This includes things like networking, interviewing, and career direction, but all focused on our beloved thing, which is sport. I'm Ryan Walker, and I'm joined by Ruben Williams.
Hello, Ryan. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, for more regular content, please follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram. Just search SportsGrad.
And a special hello to all our SportsGrad community members. If you're not in the Discord, you're seriously missing out. There's people landing jobs left, right and centre at the moment. We've got close to 400 people inside. Over 230 people have landed a job. So if you want to be a part of all the action, head to www.sportsgrad.com.au/community to get involved.
Amazing, Rubes. Now, today, what are we talking about?
Today, Ryan, is all about your beloved commercial partnerships. Now, I know how much you wanted to get involved in this space when we were working together at Cricket Australia. So there is literally no one better to give us the rundown on what's involved in commercial partnerships than you. So give us an example of what the role of commercial partnerships is.
The world of commercial partnerships, I absolutely love it. Look, anyone who knows sport knows how pivotal sponsorship is, and how, you know, the role that partners play in the success of the sport. So why is this job important? Well, without partners, the sport wouldn't exist. The games you go to on the weekend, the events you go to, it wouldn't happen because sponsors play a valuable role in providing that finance to actually get the game running in exchange for some value to them as well. So their goal is to promote their brand as much as they can to get new customers, sales or awareness, and they use sport and different sports for different things to get that awareness in exchange for a financial payment.
Amazing. Now, paint the picture for us, because you're a commercial partnerships executive. Tell us, who were some of the partners you were working with and what did your day-to-day activities involve?
Yeah, work with some amazing partners out there. You got Alinta Energy, you got Qantas, ASICS, Weet-Bix, Bupa. That was one of my favourites back in the day. But day to day, you're doing so much stuff, and we could talk for hours on this, Rose, but I've got three main things here for us. So one is helping with activations. That's probably the fun part of partnerships. You get to go on the ground and you can help out, they don't always have activations in their deal as per se, but you can go to the ground and actually help out with the activations that happen on the ground, whether that's actually on the field of play or outside the stadium. They might have little, I remember Woolworths had a really awesome classic catch activation you could go and help with. So that's one thing, helping them set up. The other one's just delivering their benefits of their contract. So things like signage, digital content, getting merchandise, things like that. So you often get to meet the players to get their merchandise signed, which is also another benefit. And the third thing is just reporting on different aspects of the partnership. And you often help with sort of pitch decks and things like that when the new partners are coming on board. You're always involved. So there's three key things for you off the bat.
When you say signage, are you talking about the LED lights on the edge of the ground that swap over between sponsor to sponsor?
Yeah.
So making sure that they get enough time on that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair bit of work that goes into getting them on the screens, getting artwork done, talking with the ops team on when they're going to appear and things like that, getting them signed off pre-game that they're looking the way that they should. But next time you're at a sporting match, look around the field, all the LED screens, that is there for a reason and someone's paid for that. So take a look next time. You'll be like me, you can't watch sport normally anymore. You're just looking at the signage.
Sounds like there's an enormous amount of coordination involved just to get the signage up, which leads nicely into my next question, which is who do you work with in this role?
I've always said in partnerships, it's the best role because you literally speak to everybody. So you work with brands, you chat with clubs, leagues, agencies, internal departments. I think when I was in it, there was a conversation per week with every single department in cricket. One thing people don't understand is the role of agencies in partnership. So a lot of the partners that I worked with had an agency that worked on their behalf as well to manage certain aspects of the partnership. So for anyone out there interested in this space, it's good to understand what agencies do and what they can do.
Well,
Something I didn't know when I first jumped in.
Well, if anyone wants to learn, Joel Seymour Hyde from Octagon gives a 101 introduction into agencies. He's from episode 99, easy to remember.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got quite the range of people that you work with. So you've got all this coordination to do, lots of different touch points. Where do you do the job, Ryan?
I'm going to say 3 places. So one is the office, which is fantastic. You get to go in there and be a part of the office vibe, which is always fantastic. Number 2 is probably sometimes from home. You're bound to probably work from home sometimes. And
so it is a role that you can do from home if necessary?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's like, it's like any office job. People can do it from home. You're on calls a lot. That's another thing. You're on a lot of meetings. So if you can do them over Zoom, fantastic. That's totally fine. And the way it's going, most jobs now are going to have some sort of work from home element, perhaps. The third place is probably at the game, which is, a big reason why people enjoy partnerships. You're in amongst the action. You're never just stuck behind the desk the whole time. And whether that's on the field of play leading a tour pre-game, or you're in hospitality, or you're actually running activations outside, no matter what it is, you're bound to be at games, which is the exciting part about it.
And finally, what do people have to do to get this job? Because it sounds amazing. You've really sold it to me.
Yeah, it's amazing. Look, I think every job that you see in partnership is going to have some sort of bachelor's degree as a prerequisite, whether that's marketing or management or sports management, whatever that might be, that'll be on there. But I think above all, you've got to show that you have good stakeholder management and good communication. I think they're the 2 things that are most crucial. And to do that, you can. It's really about having responsibility. I think you can showcase what you've done in certain situations, because a lot of the time, partnerships management is just about problem solving. You're just trying to get something done in a certain period of time. And if you can show that you've done that at your grassroots club or a job previously, or you've just dealt with stakeholders, or even just handled situations and how you communicated something to someone else, there are some crucial things to be able to tick off before you can jump in.
Amazing. Well, I know how much you loved your role when you were at Cricket Australia, so thanks for sharing that with us. If anyone else has more questions about the role, feel free to connect with us on LinkedIn. Feel free to chat to Ryan about that. Or if you want to jump into the SportsGrad community, Ryan actually did a full 60-minute webinar on his role, people asking different questions, probably similar ones to what you've got in mind. And you can watch that back along with a whole bank of other resources inside there. So head to www.sportsgrad.com.au/community to join, or head to the link in our show notes. Also, if you love the show, we would love you to rate it 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on Apple or Spotify, and we will see you next time. Thanks for listening.